The next step where we're going now, definitely, it is Worldchef activities, financial reports, and budget review. So I would like to have on stage the Managing Director, Ragnar Fredriksson, and at the same time, our Assistant Vice President for Finances, Uwe Michel. Uwe, please. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much, Thomas. Good morning, dear presidents and all delegates. I can't express how delighted we are all to see you again, and really grateful for you showing up here, coming and to supporting the Congress. I hope you enjoyed this event, and I think the memorable thing is that we all got together again, and that is the most important thing. So very, very happy to see you all again. Just want to recap a little bit what we've been doing in Worldchefs, the activity report, and the financial statements for you to vote, of course. Just to remind everybody what it is that we do in Worldchefs, it of course is related to our mission statement, is to improve the standard of culinary industry globally. And we do this through education, sustainability, competitions, and the networking, which is what we're doing here. So this is always what is guiding what we do in everyday activity of Worldchefs, with the board, with the office, with all the volunteers that are involved. So what have we been doing in these troubled times where we haven't been able to see each other? Really, I think never before have associations been so important. It's the glue that keeps the global community together. So we have been very active in inventing other ways to bring us together. And this is through all our engagement, what we've been developing, whether it's the podcast, our webinars, I hope you've been following, all the digital content, the news, the blog, to keep you updated. And then we have some fun with live stream cooking with Worldchefs, with our own Domenico Macchi here on the image, and his grandson. I hope you've seen the video. It's just amazing. So this is what Worldchef is. So I think this is what we can agree on. We have so many education opportunities during this year. We have 28 webinars that we've organized. They are all available on Worldchefs TV, but really a lot of you were very engaged in upskilling, in keeping informed, in connecting, engaging. And this is really what was for us, a very positive way to handle the situation. And I think we now learned a new way to work, and that will continue. So we will have the best of both worlds, as we call it, we rise together. Upskilling, digital credentials. We've been playing with the digital credentials a lot, and we've become quite good at it, maybe global leaders at it, with all our partners, education partners, our members, our members. We've been creating valuable seminars and allowing our chefs at the same time to have a credential. It's a certificate they collect and they can share in their CV for job research, in social media, to show that they are actually involved in their profession, they are upskilling, they are improving themselves. And this has been a major activity for us during the past year that we absolutely believe is going to continue further. So we had 7,000 credentials issued during this period, which is quite a lot. We did a lot of work on our internet, social media, the websites, Worldchef Academy, the key website, the Feed the Planet website, our education network website. International Chefs Day was held despite difficult circumstances, and all the digital content, the Worldchefs TV podcast I mentioned before, all this was revamped and put up to date during the period. And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you go and see what we're doing, because there is a lot happening online. During the year 2021, our messaging reached over 7 million people. So that's really a statement, and I think Worldchef has never been more present than before and never more relevant than before. So I want to thank you all for that as well. Now, I want to thank the board of directors for all the support, all the work they put in. We also have our organization is growing. In Paris, we have full-time staff, 8 people working for us now. We have subcontractors for such things as graphic design, fundraising, education expertise, editorial PR, and then we have thousands of volunteers, and that's you. So I just want to give a round of applause to yourselves. Now, over to the business side of things. Let's go over the financial statements in all transparency, as is the practice within our organization. You have the financial statements before you. You had them sent to you before this meeting, but I just want to take the key points and explain, and if any questions, I will be very happy to answer. Revenues during COVID went down 19%, so we are at 750,000 euros. Most of our revenues come through sponsorship, 49% of total revenues. Sponsorship went down 30%. I guess you all felt it. This was COVID, of course. But I think better times are ahead, and a lot of our sponsors, partners, which I like to call them, remained loyal. We renegotiated things, we support each other, but they're all there, they're all here, and that is actually quite an accomplishment. So we are now sponsorship at 365,000 euros. But I think more importantly, education network. We work with education, with culinary schools. We have 20 new schools signing up during the COVID, at 2021 actually. 20 new schools, and I think already this year, we're seeing 2-3 schools every year. We're going to be at 20 new schools joining this year, for sure. So our schools now, they are over 105 schools from all continents, you see there, Americas, Asia, all over Europe, Africa, Middle East. It's becoming a really, really strong network that I hope that together we can engage with that. Engage with the students coming out of schools, because those are your future members. So I want to strengthen that. And well, on the positive side, we also want to rely less on sponsorships and create our own value through the education network, which is now 13% of revenues at 92,000 euros. But more importantly, all our education now represents 30% of our revenues. That's the education network, the school partners, global culinary certification, still going strong, judging seminars, and competition seminars for our competitors, your competitors, is now almost 200,000 euros. So this is a very important statement as to ensure the sustainability of the association in the future. Expenses, we also, as I said, revenues decreased. We worked hard on the expense side. So expenses decreased more, 24%, now at 400,000 euros, just about. Salary and subcontracting represents about half of that. Otherwise, it's rent. Travel cost was almost zero. No need to explain why. But we have other taxes, promotional expenses, IT development we invest quite a lot in. And so at the end of the day, we are at a net profit for the year 2021 of 3.5%. That's 25,000 euros, marginally higher than in 2020, where we were really near break-even. But we end up with a healthy year, thanks to industry picking up again, sponsors coming back in. Congress is a very important part of that. And so we keep a healthy growth, if I could say so, or a healthy margin through these difficult times. Thank you. And there is just another little graph. Thank you very much for the applause. Just a little graph to demonstrate that. But as I said, on the balance sheet, it was a difficult year for our members, for everybody. Customer debt is at 20% up, at 170,000 euros. We'll work through that. Cash in bank, so remains rather stable, but the association is cash strong now, at 850,000 euros in our bank account. and a total equity of 1.1 million